Alright, what is up everybody? Here we are today with a special sponsored run from one of my Patreons. We're going to do a meta deck. So we're going to do like a meta build. Very similar to the 50 game video we did a while back. We're not going to do 50 games though. We're going to do the top 3 decks with each faction. We're going to do 3 games I think with each. So we're only going to do like 18 games. We're just gonna show off these decks. So the decks we're going to play today, it's pretty difficult to find. I agonized a lot over this because there's so few good GDI decks right now. So the GDI decks we're going to be playing are the standard Apc deck, the Bike Rush Apc variant, which is still an Apc deck, but it's quite a bit different. We got no missiles, we got jump jets instead of missiles, we got dogs instead of drone swarm, we got Talon. No Orca. Just it plays quite differently, honestly. It's much less about the it's not about making an APC and controlling the area with it. It's much more of a jump jet Talon deck. This has APCs as well for a Tib sync. And then finally for GDI we're gonna play Reb Solomon. Honestly I can't think of any, there's so few good GDI decks right now. So I didn't know what to do, honestly. So we're gonna be playing Reb Solomon. None of these decks are going to be playing McNeil. We're going to be playing the correct variants of them for today. And then for Nod, we're going to be doing the Catship deck, which I believe is the best deck. The Fnatic deck, which is still solid. And finally Inferno deck, which I think is still very good as well. And I'm being told that I've got the wrong deck. Yes, this is wrong. This should be jump jets and not missiles, of course, because it is the Reb Solomon. So thank you for that, Kenny. That would have been awkward. All right, so we're going to start with GDI. We'll start with the classic Apc deck. This is the best deck right now for GDI, in my opinion. The Bike Rush one, which we'll be playing next, is Bike Rush has a 98% win rate with it, which is obviously crazy good. But Bike Rush loves jump jets and dogs, and obviously that's like a large, and he has Talons as well. So yeah, it's a pretty large selection of units that he just really likes. All right, so we're gonna do a few games of each deck. Obviously we'll start with just the standard Apc deck. This is, as I was saying, the best deck in my opinion. Should probably have gone rifles before halve, but it's pretty safe. Opening rifle missile is pretty safe against most rushes. You can get sometimes punished a little bit by like a buggy Bike Rush or something, but it's not a big deal. So against Nod, we actually want to stall a little bit, so we're going to let him stall here, although it is Master, and I think Master plays double halve. So I'm going to charge, just because I'm reasonably certain he is not going to be looking to stall. Or he is going to be looking to stall, sorry. I usually like to do whatever my opponent doesn't want me to. So if they're looking to stall, I'll try and charge, and vice versa. So we're going to have a little bit of a rifle war here. Normally I would not tech switch early. Okay, and I got immediately punished for it. I was going to say normally I wouldn't tech switch early, but because I think he's going to go double halve, I want to tech switch quickly. And we get punished immediately by being unable to build a Pitbull. It's not a huge deal though. We can immediately switch into the Pitbull. But yeah, we have spent a lot of money on our building costs now, which means the missile's going to be late. As you can see, we're approaching like 1 minute now. And the missile is not fired yet. So this is going to be a very slow missile. If it does turn out that he's double halve, we've given him a big advantage here. Or if he plans to go tech in the late game at all, then he now has a big advantage. So obviously we can move this over here and this over here. It could just be triple Nod air, honestly, given the units we've seen. Kind of looks like it is. This deck is very bad against Pitbulls. So if it is triple Nod air, we should be pretty heavily favored. Just by virtue of having Pitbull. We can shoot this because of the detection from the rifleman. I'm going to try and eat this shade volley. Yeah, there we go. It's going to be all about Pitbulls here. A lot of the time these triple Nod decks, triple Nod air decks also have a tech unit. So I am still expecting some kind of tech. Although there's the bikes. Now he has bikes, I think that's the whole deck. Because it's going to be rifle, missile, bike, triple Nod air. This deck is really bad versus GDI. Like, I mean, yeah, the deck is just horrible versus GDI. Because Pitbulls are just so strong against this deck. So, yeah, I should be pretty favored in this matchup. I do need to get something on this bottom pad. Might be too late. Oh, go Pitbull. Ah, I got there just in time. Nice. Yeah, I'm pretty heavily favored in this matchup. The Pitbulls just take out the air units pretty easily. And yeah, they don't have a good answer to Pitbull, so you can just make mass Pitbulls and something to kill lasers and you win pretty easily. Okay, cool.
Defense lost. Objective complete. 3.
Alright. Same map.
New objective available.
Alright, some rifly boys.
Harvester
Level
ready.
10 Harvester, okay. Doesn't really matter too much. Harvester level isn't that relevant. We're gonna move off the pad because it looks like he looks pretty happy to stall, so we're gonna try and charge. Yeah, well, thank you for the prime Faddle. Gonna put my rifles together because it looks like he's gonna try and 2v1. No, he's just walking in. Okay, pretty weird. No reason to tech switch here. We'll wait and see what he does. Yeah, there we go. So we'll go immediately into Pitbull for the cat ship. A bit miss micro there. Oh, dude, rifles move. Oh my god. Alright, whatever. I don't want to move into this cloud now, because obviously that'll just insta-give my unit. I don't really care if he kills my rifles here, because it's just a straight trade rifleman for cat ship, effectively.
Defense online.
Alright, cool. So there goes the cat ship. Fresh cat ship's coming down.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
And again, we're just seeing Nod air, so we're going to spam Pitbulls. Pitbulls are just insanely good versus air units.
Defense lost. Warhead launched. Unit lost.
And then we'll get APCs as our anti-infantry. We're probably not even going to go air tower if he's just playing air units.
Unit lost.
We'll probably just be playing War Factory the whole time. Gonna put a turret down because double laser actually does a pretty good job against APC. So I want the turret to support. Cat ship at vehicle damage, oh sorry, structure damage is obviously insane. So turrets are way worse versus cat ships. It's just broken. Like the cat ship structure damage should have been nerfed but wasn't. I'm sure it'll get nerfed in the next patch. But yeah, its structure damage is outrageous right now. We're killing the rifles here because we know we're going to lose the APC and I don't want something that can kill the missiles off. So I wanted to kill off the rifles first. Okay, looks like a pretty straightforward win again. Whoops, that turret was one tile to the right of where it's supposed to be. Yeah, once again, Nod air units can't beat Pitbull, so pretty easy win for us.
Mission accomplished.
Okay, once again on flooded fields. Wow, only map we're playing. We're against Victoria, who sometimes jump jet rushes, quite often jump jet rushes. So we're gonna go rifle first. We're actually gonna go double rifle opening, because if Victoria goes rifle jump jet, then we don't want to be in a position where we get in trouble. Victoria also plays tech, so playing no halve against them is probably fine. Yeah, okay, they've gone harvester. This means the jump jet rush isn't gonna happen. Oh, they're also a pop kappa. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that.
Harvester ready.
They're an absolutely miserable pop kappa.
Unit lost.
So we want to go APC as quickly as possible here. And here come the jump jets. So we're going to go drone swarm for the jump jets, obviously.
Unit ready.
Okay, Victoria, you do you, man. You do you. We're going to put a cordon of rifles around the base. Nope, just surrenders. Alright, cool, there you go. Apc deck, pretty good. Pretty strong deck.
Destroyed.
JJT rush, not so good. Alright, so now we're going to do a few games of the Rev Solomon deck.
New objective.
I think this deck is not great, honestly. Like, I'm not a huge fan of this deck. But, like I say, I didn't know what else to do as, like, the third deck for this list. So, Rev Solomon is still pretty solid, so I decided to do that. It's very important to keep the missile charging with Rev Solomon. And we'll just go triple dog opening. The two dogs don't do great against rifle plus laser, but they will still beat this laser. Ooh, we're getting pop capped again. Buggy, interesting. I'm gonna let that dog die because obviously I don't want to have a one-man dog running around. Yeah, misclicked pretty badly there. Not sure what I'm doing. Need to get the dog on the pad. Okay, so we're gonna win this missile pretty quickly, which is standard for the Reb Solomon. You need to win the first missile quickly. And normally, once people go into lasers, you just switch into rifles. I should have actually switched into rifles a little sooner, but Adidas switched to buggy so quickly, it didn't really make sense to do that. So we're gonna go pitbulls and missiles for now. Oh, sorry, pitbulls and rifles. I want to stay away from this stealth tank for sure. And then we'll jump jets for the stealth tank. And we of course want to go all 3 buildings with this deck as quickly as possible. I'm okay with the stealth tank shooting some drones or whatever. Ooh, it's Giga, okay. Giga Cannon is decent against this deck, but we do have jump jets and we do have jump jets and we have iron cannon, so we can potentially just iron cannon it if we need to. But mostly we're just going to be throwing jump jets at it. I don't know why my drone swarm didn't move there. Should be okay here. So iron cannon this bottom pad. Alright. Oh no, he killed my pitbull. Rip. Alright, run all the pads now. I think this drone storm at the bottom lives long enough. Yeah, I should have made jump jets sooner in case. Yeah, it barely lived long enough. If it had died and I hadn't got jump jets on the way, that would have been a big misplay. So I misplayed that one. I just kind of fell into the trap of just watching the missile and seeing what happens instead of actually continuing to play the game. Okay, again, gonna open dogs first. Want to get the missile charging. Gonna go off the pad again. Just want missile charging as quickly as possible. So we're gonna go 2 dogs, and then he's gonna go second missile probably. That's what people normally do. And then I'm gonna go rifles, because that's the whole point of this deck. It's where you get most of your early game power from. It's from forcing people into missiles they don't really want to make, and then you just go rifleman. We'll keep the missile charging as well. So he goes very fast drone swarm. Obviously just respond to Pitbull. I believe he's playing, I think he's playing an Apc deck, but I'm not 100% on that. So basically missiles are slow, which is what lets you punish them with the rifles. It's very easy to catch them and kill them. Ooh, Orca, okay. We have Talon for this, it's not a problem. We also have Pitbull, which is obviously an insanely good unit against air units. Alright, that should be the first missile. A little bit slower than I would have liked, but no big deal. And until he makes a War Factory unit, there's no reason to stop making Talons, honestly. Talons will beat missiles and Orca, so we can just keep making Talons. Hammerhead. Alright, well that's another thing to stop us making Talons. We could just keep making Talons. I mean, if you look at how well these Talons do against the Hammerhead, it's actually not terrible. Like, we just took out that Hammerhead pretty easily with a few Talons and a Pitbull. I should be making some rifles here. Oop, don't want to move my half. Although actually, maybe I do want to move my half now. Should be able to just win the game here. No, Iron Cannon this. We can Iron Cannon our own Harvester as well, because it survives Iron Cannon. Alright, cool.
Objective complete. 3, 2, 1.
Alright, up against Decibel again. Not sure what his deck even was. We know it has
Harvester ready.
drone swarms and hammerheads. That's about all we know.
Unit ready.
So again, double dog. He's gonna go double missile. We're gonna let the missile charge. Then we're gonna go rifleman.
Building online.
Reporting.
Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost.
Friends. Okay, I didn't see them last time.
Unit lost.
We'll go Talons again.
Unit ready. Missile launched. Unit lost. Unit ready.
So his deck seemed kind of weak to Talon last time, so I'm just gonna make a lot of Talons again.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
Ready to bite. Blast them. Burning rubber. Pedal to them. Taking up. We got it. Pulling pedal to the green light.
Unit lost.
There goes the hammerhead. Gonna iron cannon this hammerhead.
Activated. Unit ready. Unit lost.
Probably should have saved the iron cannon for a few more seconds until the missile was actually about to fire. But I figured that since he just made 2 hammerheads in quick succession, he was probably low on cash. I should actually put I should put the pitbull up top, because that's hammerhead's the most likely unit to come out to go up there. Yep, okay, cool.
Missile
And there you go, Reb Solomon, 3-0.
Mission accomplished.
Okay, again on the flooded fields. We're going to be playing this this bike rush deck now. I'm not super familiar with this deck, so yeah, it could be some issues here. I haven't played the deck much. Although again, we have Talon, and we know that his deck was pretty weak to Talon, so we could certainly get some Talon spam going on again.
Building online.
Unit ready. Rifleman ready. They don't stand a chance.
Unit ready.
Let's gun them down.
So pretty similar openings to before. He's going to the drone swarm to counter my rifles. We're going to make a pitbull.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Gonna make 2 pitbulls actually. Here comes an orca. Don't care too much about orcas. We don't have missiles though, so I'm gonna make an APC here, just as something that can tank this orca.
Unit ready.
Ready for anything. Pitbull in a dog fight. I don't like fight. Bigger than my boss.
Right, so we kill the orca. We got the APC and the turret to take out this Gren. We're blocking it with the pitbull here to make sure it can't get away from the turret. Alright, so that's first missile. We've got an APC set up as well, which is nice. Probably just want to make more APCs now that we have APC in the deck. Might need to go into Talons for these Grens. Grens can be an issue.
Unit lost. Unit
We'll stick with rifles for now. Quite expensive to start making Talons.
unit lost.
Infantry ready. We've got let's see what's on. Marching order unit ready. APC.
Defense online.
Let's see what's moving the frame.
Defense lost.
Looking pretty good though. I guess we'll pop a Talon now to go for his back pad. And then that should be game over.
Unit ready.
Alright, cool.
Nuclear weapon launched.
Poor Decibel. We've played him many times now.
Enemy base destroyed. 3, 2, 1.
Alright, up against Billy.
Harvester ready.
He's already got a unit. Okay, so they're both dogs. So probably both going to go dog into Pitbull. I'm going to go scout, see if he goes double halve or anything. Single halve. Sure. So now what we're going to try and do is block his dogs so that when we make a Pitbull and he tries to run away from it, our dogs block his dogs when we get some shots. Yeah, here we go. Ooh. Yeah, there we go. Oh wow, that snuck around real good, didn't it? So we blocked it a little bit. He hasn't made a Pitbull yet, which means he's probably not going Pitbull. Yeah, he just went Grens, which is medium insane, but okay. Alright, so we're going to go rifles for the Grens and back up our dogs. Missiles as well. Okay, I'll make some more rifles.
Unit lost.
Sniper Gren, okay. Don't see that often. Double sniper, what a nutter. Alright, we'll just pop an APC then.
Unit lost.
In fact, we should probably go Talon here. And I'll put a turret down to deal with these Grens.
Unit ready. Missile launched.
Okay, so we get first missile, not too difficult.
Unit ready. Defense lost.
Now we want to use Pitbulls to support our APC against his Pitbull.
Unit ready.
We're definitely going to lose that APC, but that's okay. We'll still have some missiles hanging out.
Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost. Defense online.
Alright, cool. Fairly straightforward. Snipers are pretty bad on this map as well, so that helps.
Objective complete. 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so it's going to be the last GDI game and the last game with this Bike Rush deck. So far, it seems pretty decent.
Harvester ready.
Yeah, the deck is reasonably strong. No missiles is a little awkward. Like things like Orca and Shade could be a little bit troublesome. Borka, Inferno. Well, Borka and Inferno beat missiles anyway. But yeah, things like Orca. Orca seems like one of the biggest issues for this deck. But you've got Talon. In fact, if you were thinking of playing this deck, you have to play the Talon, I think, or switch the jump jets to missiles. Because without the mutants, wow, everyone is just playing Mutant Gren today. I should have gone rifles. I don't know why I went Talon. That was a big mistake. Because now he's just going to go bikes, and bike mutant is going to beat Pitbull Talon pretty easily, I think. So yeah, this was a misplay to go Talons. Yeah.
Unit ready.
Alright, we're going to go rifles now. Hopefully it's not too late.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Dude, can't believe I didn't block that. Put a turret down.
Unit lost.
Get on the pad, bro! No, can't get on the pad. Can't be done. Can only be done against emulator.
Damage received.
You can't do it against mobile.
Defense
Wait, it's flamers as well? Okay, so yeah, I misplayed that by going air tower. That was a pretty colossal misplay, and that cost me the missile. Should have just gone into rifleman. Talons just aren't that great, honestly. Like they're good because of their versatility, but in terms of actually fighting, they're not a very strong unit. So we're definitely going to want to get our APCs going. APC is probably like our best unit, and we want to start spamming jump jets as well.
lost. Unit lost. Unit ready.
We haven't seen what his other anti-infantry unit is, so he might be very weak to jump jets.
Ready.
We know his flamers, right? So he has that at least, and cat ship. Okay, so he's not that weak to jump jet troopers.
Ready.
Gonna definitely need a bunch more pit bulls for these cat ships.
Unit lost.
And we're gonna want talons as well, I suspect.
Unit ready. Unit
Should get this second missile fairly easily here. Yeah, cool.
nuclear weapon launched.
I think we just want to be against Nod. We probably just want to be playing jump jet air unit, like jump jet plus light air. It's very good versus Nod.
Lost.
Yeah, I think if we just play like jump jet talon, that's probably our best
Lost.
unit composition in this matchup.
Unit ready.
Oop, don't want to move my harvester. Don't want to move my harvester.
Defense online. Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Yeah, okay. Jump jet talon, occasional pit bulls. That seems like the best thing I can do here.
Defense lost. Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit ready.
All right, cool. Figured it out.
Mission accomplished.
All right, so we're gonna start with the Fnatic deck first, just because you know, felt like playing the Fnatic deck first. We're up against Shadow Phoenix. I'm not sure if I can beat his level 5 MSV, but we'll see.
Harvester ready. For the crystals.
So he opens Rifleman.
Unit ready.
See if he goes double missile or if he goes into vehicles next. He has gone double missile, so we'll go straight to Fanatics.
Unit ready. We will die for the cause. Glory for Nod. Unit ready.
He's probably going to go air of some description. No, he goes Pitbull. Interesting. Alright, that's good for me because I can just go Scorpion Tank.
Unit ready.
That looked like another building. Yeah, there's the drone swarm. He's probably just going to play like light air plus something because that's what's good against Nod. Like if he has jump jets, it'll be jump jets. If he doesn't, it'll just be missiles. Maybe Orca. Could see Orca drone swarm. Not sure how this drone swarm is still alive. But there you go. That's always fun. Yep, cool. Drone swarm lived for like 3 bike volleys, so I lost that missile. Seems pretty reasonable. It's Apc Deck. Okay, sure. Let's send this Scorpion at his harvester. This deck is not great versus Orca. We don't have a great answer to Orca. We can just bike spam it, or we can make stealth tank and try and get on defense. But yeah, Orca is a big problem for this deck. There we go. We did take it out with the bikes on defense. Oh, I didn't mean to build Scorpion there. That should have been bikes. Yeah, I think we're dead now because I built Scorpion by accident. RIP. Difficult map for my deck. Definitely a lot better for his deck because the air units are much better on that map than ground. The deal, Liquid Ocean.
3, 2, 1. New objective received.
Alright. Up against C-Man, we're going to open with the wheels. I haven't really played this Fnatic deck in quite a long time. I'll wait and see what his opening building is. Alright, so he opens bikes, pretty unusual.
Unit ready.
Looks like we can have a bike mirror. So the key to the bike mirror is basically just to, you don't really want to kill the one-man bikes unless you unless there's nothing else to kill. You always want to try and shoot the three-man bikes instead. And we'll make a tank, because tank obviously wins the bike mirror. Boosted bikes, wow, okay. That is going to be real bad for him. Alright, if he's just going to keep making bikes, we'll keep making tanks. One would assume he's going to have the tech switch soon, but maybe not. Maybe he's just only going to make bikes this entire game. Okay, he literally made only bikes for the entire game. Alright then. Pretty easy game.
Mission accomplished. 3.
Okay.
1. New objective.
Alright, up against Ramen. We'll again open wheels. Open barracks.
Harvester ready.
If we're quick here, we can actually block the half. No, he blocked us with the rifles. You have to do this if you're on his side, because if you go scouting it first, and your opponent also goes scouting it first, and they go straight to your harvester, they can block it. We're going to harass these rifles here. Looks like he doesn't want to make missiles, because he hasn't done it yet. Might be a rifle jump jet deck or something. Yeah, he's gone straight into Pitbull, so we'll go straight into tank. Yeah, it is jump jet, okay. I really don't like decks that go rifle jump jet. I think that the start of the game is so weak. Like exactly what's happening here, pretty much. If your opponent opens wheels, it's so awkward. So first missile, I'm always going to be heavily favored in this scenario. I'm just going to make Fanatics and tank until he makes something else. Apc, okay. Apc is not great against this deck because Fnatic boosted tanks just annihilate it. Could be the Bike Rush deck, but if it's the Bike Rush style deck, then you're supposed to open dogs, not rifles. Okay. I mean, every unit looks similar to the Bike Rush deck, except we didn't see dogs.
Enemy base destroyed.
What's up, Casterial? Alright, so now we're going to play the Inferno deck.
New mission received.
I think this deck is pretty sweet. Infernos are super good. This is the Victor Bansamer Inferno deck. Don't recognize this guy's name, which makes me think he's going to be playing double half. Oh, Flamers. Alright, so we're going to back up and get a second rifle so we can get a 2v1. And then we're going to switch into buggies quickly. Oh, I meant to go buggy instead of bike. Alright, there is the second harvester as well, so we'll just send the bikes to harass that since I misclicked the bike. And we definitely want to be charging the missile. Can we get the block? Nice, we got the block as well, that's huge. Alright, so buggy. We actually want to fire the missile here, we don't care about this harvester really. Just gonna get on this pad. I think this bike lives long enough. Yeah, pretty sure it does. Okay, cool. So we get a fresh bike and we'll go towards his harvester, which is already damaged. Tick tank, my word. Alright, let's block this out so he can't stop us killing his half. And then we'll go Infernos once we get the half kill. I might just go for his base with the Infernos. Although if he has laser drones and he's double half, he probably has Phantom. Let's go find out, I guess. He does. That's sad. Sad times. There goes our Inferno. And we use a lot of money on it as well. Alright, so we're going to hide our Inferno behind lasers here. We obviously don't want to lose it to this Phantom. Alright, cool. Basically, just going to use the Inferno to kill Flamers and then use the lasers to kill everything else. Alright, that looks like an easy win. Cool, good job, Inferno Deck.
Objective complete. 3, 2, 1. New objective.
Okay. Up against Ekel.
Harvester ready.
It's on wheels first. Alright, so we're going to back up. Get some lasers. Generally speaking, we're okay with stalling the game. Because we have Infernos, we don't just lose to tech. We can beat tech in the late game. So Infernos lets us stall. And then also if he's not tech, then Inferno's a strong late game. So either way, we're reasonably fine with stalling. Okay, so he's a Fnatic deck, which means he's almost certainly not tech. He might be a tech splash, but he's focusing my lasers here, which is a big misplay. By focusing the lasers, the rifles just farm the Fnatics very quickly. Obviously goes bikes next, pretty standard. We'll just bike mirror for a while. Let's go stank, wow, it's so aggressive. So we're just going to throw bikes at the stank, and then we'll easily kill it. I don't really like making stank in a bike mirror, because this is what happens. You kill one bike squadron, and then like 4 more bike squadrons show up, and you lose your stank, and you spend 100. I'm going to let this bike squadron die, because I need pop cap. And we want to get Inferno as soon as possible. And then we're pretty much just going to do the same thing we did last time. We're going to make Infernos to kill anti-infantry units, and then we're going to make lasers to kill everything else. I'm boosting this to expect him to... Yeah, he shot my bikes. I'm hoping to catch it and kill it. Nope, couldn't get it. No big deal. No point chasing it. It'll just reload and kill our Inferno. So we're just going to back up, and we're going to... Yeah, just chill. Use Infernos to kill this Fnatic. Or possibly this stealth tank if it moves towards me. There you go. We're on defense. We kill it easily. And we win the game. No problem.
You are victorious. 3, 2, 1. New objective.
Alright, pizza.
Harvester ready.
We're going to race to the middle. Looks like he gets there slightly before me. I don't know if he got there enough before me to win this fight. Looks like it might. It's gonna be. I think you're gonna win by like with one guy on 1 hit point left. So what I'm gonna do is move this guy and swap this guy in, and this way I get defender's advantage because I'm actually still on the pad before his guy arrives. So now I end up winning this fight, and I just get these 2v1s as well. So now I'm pretty far ahead. I'm pretty sure he's playing Chem Buggy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move this guy up. Yep. That was predictable. So we want this guy to die so we can make bikes. And he's going to follow up this Chem Buggy with lasers, because that's what everyone does. Possibly mutants, but most likely lasers. The amount of time it's taking... Nope, there they are. Having buggy here is a big deal, because it allows us to kill the lasers without dying to the chem buggy. All those lasers did not have a good time. There's the mutants, obviously. So we're going to swap these things around. Put the buggy in the way of the chem buggy. Get another bite squadron and get on all the pads. He can't kill the rifles in time now, so we get the first missile. Mutant Chuggy is very good against ground-based decks, but it's not so good against air. So he's obviously going to try and make this wall of mutants with the Chuggy. I'm just going to make Infernos. Infernos are going to be great. Yeah. Inferno! Inferno is just such a strong unit. It really is. Wow, he just wants to drive into my bikes. Yeah, that was not a great play. Probably should have got a Phantom here instead of another Inferno. Oh, am I going to get the mutants? Oh, I got the mutants. Insane. Alright, we'll just use bikes to take out the Banshee for now. It looks like the game's over though, so it doesn't matter. Alright, sweet. Good job, team.
Mission accomplished. 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so final deck. We're going to be playing the Catship deck. The Catship deck is super good. This is probably the best Nod deck right now, in my opinion. Although it is close. Like, the Inferno deck's super good as well. There's other variants of this deck that are strong. If you're playing a Nod Mirror, the triple Nod Air is really, really good. So, yeah, there are other good decks with Nod. There's a lot of viable decks with Nod right now. Like, Chuggy Marauder is still a good deck as well. Whoops, I misclicked. I'm going to lose this 2v1 because my rifles are going to be too late. But he's gone Flamers. We could go Catship, but I'm just going to go Buggy because I'd rather have my War Factory open than my Air Tower. Laser drones, okay. I don't understand why people still play laser drones. This unit is so bad now.
As he desired. What's the 4K? Your command. Militia here. We're ready.
I'm not sure what he's waiting for.
The GDI.
On Temple. Just gonna make a Temple unit now. Okay. I guess we'll build our air tower and be prepped for whatever it is. Flame Tonk. Alright, let's get a tank. I'm gonna block this flame tank for as long as I can. Alright, that seems to be the amount I could block it for. I want to shoot these laser drones with my buggy, but I'm really just gonna get a Phantom for them. Alright, we got his Harv actually there as well. Let's get a Phantom on both pads now. We got a while. Alright, there we go. That should be game over. Probably won't give him a BM emote at the end there.
Objective complete. 3, 2, 1. New objective.
Right up against K-Skull. Not 100% sure what deck he's playing. I think it's something weird. I feel like he has Slingshot and Wrens or something.
Militia here.
Unit ready.
Maybe Slingshot and Shocks? I feel like he definitely has a Slingshot.
Laser squad. Power and precision. We'll hit them with precision.
So we're gonna have to spam some lasers. Because dogs kind of just beat up on lasers.
With sport lasers charged. All lasers glory to Nod. We'll hit them.
See what he goes into next.
Lasers taking. We're ready to survey.
Snipers. Yeah, I think he plays Slingshot, Sniper, Gren. Or shot. Yeah, I don't know. I'm giving up now. I obviously have no idea what he's playing. So I've gone Catship to try and run down these snipers. It is Slingshot, yeah. Just gonna back up here. I don't need to get too aggressive. Alright, we do need to kill these snipers. Even if we trade for the sniper squadron, that's actually a fine trade. I didn't actually trade for the snipers. Now we might lose this missile. That's sad. Yeah, I messed up this first missile pretty badly. I should have just gone War Factory. Because I knew he had Slingshot, so I should have just gone War Factory Buggy to fight the snipers. Now I could make Scorpion as well. Jump jets, alright. So we are definitely going to need some slingshots in this matchup. Oh, catship, sorry. Not slingshot. He has the slingshot. Really need a tank here. Ooh, might be dead. Might have misplayed this one pretty badly. Yeah, the jump jet block kills me. Alright, well played, Kid Skull. I shouldn't have gone air tower. That was a big misplay. Like, I knew he had slingshot in his deck. So yeah, going air tower pretty much just killed me. Couldn't catch back up. Alright, last game. Opponent has opened rifles.
Try the GDI. 4K. What's needed?
Unit ready.
Militia here. Destroy the GDI. Kill the destroy the ready.
So we'll go get a 2v1 over here.
Believers will suffer for the brotherhood. We're advancing.
Unit ready.
Let's go.
Drone swarm, very early drone swarm as well. I really don't want to go buggy because if he has Orca drone swarm, that is very, very difficult to beat with this deck in the first missile. So I'd rather just go Phantom. But also, Phantom is very slow. Like, the amount of time it takes to get... I might not even get a Phantom first missile. Yeah, it looks like I'm just going to lose the first missile waiting for a Phantom. So, I guess that was a mistake as well. Yep, should have just gone buggy. If he does have the Orca, I can't win the first missile anyway, but at least I'm better off than if I just wait for a Phantom. Yeah, he does have the Orca. So we would have lost first missile to the Orca, but yeah, we would have been in a better spot than we are now. I'm fine with just using these. Not sure about that turret, that's pretty bad.
Unit ready.
Phantom awaiting school steep. Phantom ready to engage. EMP missiles ready. Phantom awaiting. EMP missile can't target that.
Unit offline.
Under fire. Scorpion tank reporting.
Not sure what my Scorpion was doing there.
EMP Scorpion ready.
Unit offline.
Ready to engage. EMP missiles ready.
Unit ready. Unit offline.
I'm not sure what my Scorpion is doing either. Okay, I don't know why my Scorpion is going up instead of down, but I think we're going to lose the missile because of it. Yeah, we're probably just going to lose the game now. Okay, cool. Excellent. Alright, so pretty poor showing from the Nod decks there. 1-2 with what I consider to be the best Nod deck. I just played terribly in those 3 games. Yeah, and if you play bad, you lose. Anyway, guys, there's the I think those are the best Nod decks and the best GDI decks right now. Obviously my performance with that last Nod deck was abysmal, but it's not the deck's fault, that's definitely my fault. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time.